So I have not got much done here lately. It's been a rough couple of weeks between the 90-degree days and then going right from that to rain to being attacked by cicadas to having to go out of town for work for a week. It has all added up to me not making a whole lot of progress. But I have been working on it, little bits here and there. Some of the stuff I'm working on is pieces I'm not going to need until the end, but you know, any little thing I can get done is something I don't need to do at the end, so that's the way I look at it. So I'll take you along and show you some of the things I've been working on here lately. So what I want to do is start tackling these lighting fixtures. These are aluminum extrusions that hold porcelain or ceramic fixtures, and I need to get these all apart. With proper cleaning, these could actually have a mirror finish on them. At least that's what I would like to believe if the aluminum hasn't been too damaged. But I would like to try, at least to get them in that state. So my thought process here regarding the cleanup and restoration of the lighting package, I basically have two options. I can restore this as much as possible to the original, or I could replace it with some super whiz-bang LED lighting package. And both of those options have their merits, but I think at this point, based on my vision for the ride, I am going to go the restoration route. I'm going to keep the electromechanical chaser unit that makes the lights flash. Now I may change the lights themselves to LED lights. I might even use low voltage LED lights, but we're not going to do anything that would prevent you from putting these type of porcelain or ceramic sockets back in it. At any point in the future, anybody could put LEDs into this, but we basically have one opportunity here to restore it. And if I start throwing parts away or modifying the fixtures, then we're going to lose that opportunity. So we're going to go down the semi-restoration route. Like I say, if we could find bushings to fill these holes that would allow us to put LED fixtures in, we might go that way. We might just go and replace the porcelain fixtures themselves. They don't cost that much, but they do add up because we need 48 of them. So we're just going to be weighing all those options. And now to get the sockets out of here. There's 3 separate circuits, and there is a mixture of fixtures here. Probably been repaired over the years. The white wire is the neutral going to all the fixtures, and then you have red, yellow, and blue, which are the individual circuits for the chaser. There's 12 lights per fixture, a total of 48 lights on these light bars. There's all this wiring can go. Obviously not saving any of that. These fixtures themselves are also fairly deteriorated. I don't think we're going to be able to salvage any of these. I see 2 different types of fixtures on this particular rail. These ones screw in from the front, and these ones have metal clips and push out through the front. So those are our 2 types of fixtures that are in use. That one wasn't even tight. And this one here is totally rusted. This is our last blue wire. Our last yellow. I was wrong. It looks like we have a 3rd type of fixture. This is a self-contained unit. This is the newest of the 3 styles, I believe.
that's not gonna work.
So I'm working on the back of this channel here. I want to develop my technique for this process on a piece that nobody's ever going to see, and this is the rear. It goes up one of the side tubes on the ride, so it's completely covered. It'll never be seen. So if I do get any swirls that I can't get rid of, it'll be back here in an unexposed location. I'm going to start today with this, I think it's a knockoff Scotch-Brite pad. I believe this is about a 320 grit. I'm going to see what that's going to do. I'm really expecting we're probably going to start at like 200, 240, but I want to see what this does first. I'm going to try just a little WD-40 on it. I'm not going to worry about these imperfections on the sides. Again, I'm just trying to develop the technique here to figure out what the sequence I'm going to use is. I really care about the front of these light fixtures. This part, again, is not going to be seen, so it doesn't really matter how it turns out. I think we need to back up a little bit. So I keep getting dive bombed by cicadas, and I'm starting to think that maybe they're being attracted by the sound of the sander. It was literally about 2 minutes later when I pulled the plug on the whole project for the weekend. There was just no way to continue with the cicadas continually dive bombing us. Got a fresh container of Citrus Strip here. I had tried just polishing them, going right to sanding without taking the paint off, but I think taking the paint off first is going to be the better option here. So that's what we're going to do. I've also been picking away at the paint on it, trying to get more of it stripped and get more of it painted. I'm trying to do a paint as I go process because I realize I'm not going to be able to strip the whole thing in one go and then paint it, and I didn't want it to start rusting before I had a chance to actually put the new paint on, so that's the way I'm approaching it. So one thing I've learned from all the scraping and all of the paint stripping is that it looks to me like I'm probably going to have to break out the sandblaster. I don't mind sandblasting stuff in a cabinet, but I hate doing it outside like this. But it looks like it's going to be necessary if we want to get this project moving. I've been working on a few other things behind the scenes, some cosmetic stuff, some machining stuff, and we'll be getting to that next. So if you haven't already, click that subscribe button and come along for the ride. What the heck is going on here? Excuse me while I get some branches out of the way. That's a silver maple for you.